3.29 Curse of the Allflame League start announcement is around the corner, so I started a fresh solo self-found character to test out different builds in the upcoming days. Today we will take a look on Dual Strike of Ambidexterity Slayer. As always, I'm trying to keep the build tonky as possible. What's up guys, Bridget here. This skill is interesting and enables a unique way to scale or damage. Unlike the original skill, this transfigured version requires two different types of melee weapons to use, does not get more critical strike or more damage against enemies on full life. It deals more damage with the main hand weapon and use the attack time of hand weapon. We can use a slow but high damage weapon in your main hand while using a pretty fast but low damage weapon in the offhand because the attack speed only matters on the offhand weapon. That's why we can use easily obtainable and cheap unique weapons. Even in solo self-found I was able to get one of my planned unique weapons, and one of them is Mark of the Doubting Knight. This unique dagger is perfect for this build. It's literally almost like made for this. It's providing us a very huge amount of physical damage, as you can see here, and a very huge amount of critical hit chance because of the unique modifier here as well, and also crit chance here in the implicit as well. So basically you're running around with a 14% critical hit chance base critical hit chance weapon that enables you very easily to scale your crit chance early on. Basically you can reach very easily like 90%, almost 100% crit chance with this weapon while dealing a very huge amount of damage. And maybe in the endgame version of this build we will still using the Mark of the Doubting Knight. And very important, this unique weapon here is literally a tier 5 unique, so it's a very common. It's common enough. I found two of them while I was just playing a few hours with my Slayer in solo self-found. And even if you're not playing to farm it, you can easily purchase this one. So this is from Mirage. Literally on the first day, it was 2 whole chaos in Mirage League, and after that it's dropped to 1 chaos. It ticks every single box that is a league starter need. A cheap unique, a very easily obtainable, and literally overflooding the market. That's why it's very cheap. Although, you know, maybe GGG will change the rarity on this one, but who knows that. The reason why we're choosing Slayer, because Slayer has a very nice synergy with the frenzy charges and also providing us a lot of maximum endurance charge because of the master full form. Your maximum endurance charge is equal to your maximum frenzy charges, so basically this is providing us a lot of damage reduction, and on top of that you can just use spell suppression as well, so you will become a very tonky against elemental damage pretty damn easily without too much effort. Although maybe this getting changed, I don't know honestly. I don't think, guys, overall the Slayer is that broken. It needs to be changed. And the other reason why we using the Slayer, because of the impact Ascendancy notable. So it granting us global accuracy rating, very welcomed, and also it providing us melee strike range and also increased aura effect while you killing. So your melee splash from your tree, we are getting much better coverage, so you basically getting a pretty nice aura coverage, and also you will deal 50% more melee damage based on the distance. And of course the main reason is the over leech. So basically when you leeching, you will over leeching, so basically you have 1k life recovery. So basically when you take a hit, you will not really noticing it because you immediately getting topped up with your over leech, and also you taking reduced damage taken while leeching, so that's an additional defensive layer. And also we will getting the Bane of the Legends, so 10% more damage if you killed recently, and also we cannot take reflected physical damage, which is helping us early on when we're trying to fill up your Atlas. This is how my character looks like in solo self-found environment, and also I did not even start it in Mirage because we don't know what will happening with Mirage, with all of the Mirage mechanics, so that's why I figured it out. It's much better to do a solo self-found run in standard. So basically I just migrated out all of my items, all of the characters, and this was from 0, so that's why literally you can see here is my Atlas is just 85 per 100, and I reached level 92 with this character. So now let's go over the items and what I was able to gather. I was able to get the Mark of the Doubting Knight, so that is a very nice weapon, and also I was able to get a decent roll, mid roll I think, and honestly I was very surprised when I just plugged in this one in the POB, and honestly, I was very surprised how good is this weapon for basically a super common weapon, right? And also it's providing us a lot of damage and a lot of crit chance as well. And the offhand, so once again on the offhand weapon, guys, you just care about attack speed and crit chance, and basically that's it. I was able to get this claw, and honestly, I don't think the elemental damage on it matters or not, because maybe like just 5% of your damage, so it's not really a big deal. So that's why I think you can get away just attack speed, crit chance, and crit damage multi, and basically you have a very nice setup already for like what, for like 5 chaos. So that is kind of insane. And talking about insane stuff, I don't know how that happened, but I dropped the Heat Shiver from the Genesis 3 in the like second won't give birth, so it was very, very surprising, and I was figured it out why not using it, because if you're taking a look in the Mirage price tag on this one, so basically on the first day of the Mirage League it was like 9.9, so basically 10 chaos, so it's not that big of a deal, honestly, and it's pretty cheap, so I was figured it out why not using this one as well in solo self-one and just see it how it feels. And honestly, the extra damage from it was kind of good, but honestly the survivability cut, because I'm not getting life or evasion rating or armor from my helmet, is kind of, you know, questionable. But honestly, I was able to run tier 16 corrupted maps pretty damn easily even with this setup, so I think Heat Shiver is a pretty nice. And the body armor, so basically the body armor is not really a big deal, so it's, I get a 6 and a little bit, you know, armor and evasion rating, and basically that's it. You know, in solo self-found, that's the best one that I can get. Even I have life on it, so that's why I can't even use the life mastery, right? So increase maximum life if there is no life modifier on the equip body armor. So because of that, I was not able to take that because I have life on this one. So by the way, the rest of the gear is basically just rares with a little bit suppression, movement speed, life, elemental damage with attacks, and basically that's it. And I do not even have an anointment on my amulet, sadly. And the positive tree looks like this, guys. So basically, I think almost I can say like that, a standard Slayer. So basically, you know, stacking frenzy charge here, even more frenzy charge here, because of the master full form, right? Because this ability is a strike skill, right? This is a strike skill. So basically, you need to put in melee splash or use the tribal fury, and basically that is providing us the clear. So maybe later on we can get away without this one and just get this non-wild strike skill target condition enemy on this one, and then get on the gloves as well, because I was not able to get on the gloves, sadly, that one. So it is what it is, right? And we already was talking about the Ascendancy. So basically, once again, I think it's pretty standard Slayer stuff here. So basically, maybe the impact can be changed out, but honestly the accuracy rating is very helpful in my opinion, capping your accuracy rating. Although if you can get that one and maybe test out without this one, get the headsman, that is absolutely nice in my opinion as well, and maybe also the endless hunger as well, so a little bit more attack speed. But honestly, this setup was already enough for me. Well, that was my first League starter testing, and honestly I was pretty surprised by this. I don't know how I was even think about just dual strike of Ambidexterity, but something with this skill I was always liking it since they introduced the game, but I never came around to play this one. And by the way, that is the first time in many years then I was using literally a melee ability that is not like lightning strike or molten strike that has projectiles, right? So basically this is a true melee and a true strike skills, and hopefully in 3.29 maybe we will getting some sort of buffs to the strikes, or maybe the dual wielding, because dual wielding honestly not providing you that much, only a little bit more attack speed and a little bit block chance, and basically that's it. So I hoping they will doing something about this and they will buffing it. Till then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick video about dual strike of Ambidexterity Slayer League starter test, and if you have any question, please leave a comment below, or you can find me on twitch.tv/Pridget2, and thanks for watching. I was Pridget. See you next time.